Good morning students, welcome to Konnur's online classes. In the yesterday's class we have discussed regarding microcomputers, desktop model. In the desktop model we have seen desktop computers we have discussed. In the desktop computers we have seen two models, that too desktop model and tower model. After that we have seen personal computer, portable computer and handheld devices, handheld computer, and also the mini computer and mainframe computer. Among these computers, the mainframe computer was the top because it is going to give the service of 50,000 users at a time with a dumb terminal. So today we are going to see the most expensive, the most established computer all over the world is that supercomputer. You might have heard regarding the name of supercomputer. Supercomputer is the application that is everywhere. So nowadays they are used in almost all the fields. Just for example, for weather forecasting and Hollywood films, to make the films, and fluid dynamics. Fluid dynamics that you are going to study in the physics, that is regarding the movement of the flow of fluids and gases in the space as well as in the universe. How they are going to act, what is the behavior of that, to study them, because in the space science we can't go there and can study. From here only, through the help of satellites, we are going to study. Those are all regarding the applications of supercomputer. Let us see what is supercomputer, what is supercomputer and all. Supercomputer was introduced in 1980s. Supercomputer was introduced in 1980s and it is the fastest, biggest, most expensive computer. See, supercomputer is the fastest, biggest and most expensive. Recently, in the year of 2018, in Pune, our government of India established one supercomputer, that is Pratyush and Mihiri. Two supercomputers they were established. They are worth of 480 crore plus, approximately 500 crore rupees. That is the one supercomputer, and that to work with 16 teraflop speed. 16 teraflop speed means that flop indicates it's a second, that indicates per second. What is the flop means floating points per second. Per second, how many instructions that is going to execute? 1 teraflop means 10 raised to 12. 1 teraflop is equal to 10 raised to 12. Its value is 10 raised to 12. Just assume if its speed is 16 teraflops, then 10 raised 16 into 10 raised to 12. Just assume the speed. And here one computer is coming, that is Tata's ICA. Okay, that speed is 132.8 teraflops. That speed is 132.8 teraflops. That too unchanged. That too not altered. That is a fixed one. Remain that given the speed of that one. Just see the imagination. Just make the imagination of the speed of that. Okay, regarding that I will tell later. So it is the fastest, biggest, most expensive. See, during Mangalayana, okay, You might have seen in the news that they are going to make the videos, that they are going to attend the camera on the satellite. Okay, in the base I am saying satellite, and in the workstations. There are so many number of tables they have arranged and they have worked. See, this will be the supercomputer. It's one image of supercomputer that you can see in the textbooks, and you can search in the internet also. The supercomputers are very large in size, because as they are having large in size, the performance of them is highest. Okay, the speed is obviously highest. The fastest, I told how the fastest, what is the speed, you just make the imagination. You can make only imagination, because we can make only imagination because we can't see. They're very hard to see. If if you got any opportunity to see, you can search only in internet. Okay, physically it is very rare to see, because we have to visit the sites of them, and there we can inspect. That's why it is the fastest, biggest and most expensive. I told one supercomputer, and its price is 500 crore. In 2018, that the government established Pritush and Meher. So its price is 500 crore for one computer. Then obviously it is called as most expensive, because in 10,000 we can buy a desktop, but the price of that enormously. We can't make the differences. See, we can't make the comparison. And today, Tata Zikas in Pune, and that is used for CRL, Computational Research Laboratories. For computational research laboratories, these supercomputers they are going to use. And the next one, its top performance is 132.8 teraflops, that too unchanged and unaltered. Okay, and the government's CDAC for property registration, when we are going to visit for property registration at the sub-registrar's office, there we are going to see some hard devices. Okay, the documents will be printing, and they are going to scan, and they are going to upload, and they are going to send to Bangalore or their basic center. There, this CDAC software is going to be used. That is a government software. That is a CDAC, Center for Development of Advanced Computing. The data of that is a very shifting. See, nowadays there is a concept of big data analysis. What is big data analysis means? We are making reservations in railways. We are making reservations in flights. In the railway, so many numbers of crores together people at a time, they are willing to make the reservations. But just see, crores together people at a time they are willing to make the reservation means the data of crores together people will be given at a time. So this is called as big data analysis. In the same way that big data means, in the same way those crores together people must be given service. That is what the capacity of supercomputers. They will give services like this. In such cases, CDAC and this they are going to use. And this was the data, and it gives the data security. That must be very essential, because we can, the government officials' data and confidential data, that must not be shared to any unauthorized person. And EVA 38.1 teraflops. In Pune, one more supercomputer is there, that is EVA, and its speed is 38.1 teraflops. 38 into 10 raised to 12 teraflops. Like that. And it is most sophisticated, complex and advanced. Obviously, it is a most sophisticated because it does its task as fast as possible and complex. It is going to, for our home purpose, for our gaming purpose, we can't use the supercomputer. that is used for complex, that is used to solve the complex problem. What are the complex problems? This and that we are going to study. The complex problems like to take the measurements from Earth to Sun. You may say, sir, we already know. So in regarding that help, space sciences. So there the calculations and the speed. See, here in some of the places we go and we cannot get the network. There is a disturbance in network. There is a breakouts in the network. There only we are feeling uncomfortable. In the space, how we get the network? That is not possible. The space researchers, they are going to leave from here through NASA or through any other base. Okay, they are going to research something and they are going to send the data. Those data must be received through satellite, and through satellite through supercomputers. There is such linked concepts are there. Complex processor and obviously advanced itself. And large storage capacity. Obviously it is needed large storage capacity. The data that we are dealing in the calculations parts, in the space science parts, each and every part of seconds, microseconds, picoseconds, nanoseconds, those seconds data must be stored. We can't allow to lose anything like that. And it executes trillions of instructions per second. It can execute trillions, million, billion, trillions of instructions. Okay, 100 crores of instructions it can execute in 1 second. And highly calculations and intensive tasks. See, if we are handling the data with a highly confidentiality and high security and highly paid, obviously those tasks must not be done on normal computers. Those tasks must be done on such computers. Okay, and immense amount of mathematical calculations. Not all the, but maximum mathematical calculations can be done over here. Complex processes. Still, many problems are there. Still, many problems yet conclusions are not done. In such cases, these supercomputers help they are going to take for calculating, for resulting and storing. And Seymour Cray, the person who developed the supercomputer is Seymour Cray at CDC, Control Data Corporation. Control Data Corporation. At there, he is developed the supercomputer, that is a Seymour Cray. And Cray IBM XP, okay, Cray IBM HP, that is Hewlett-Packard. These companies, they are going to produce the supercomputers and they are going to use it and they are going to sell it. And Tina 1A is the world's fastest supercomputer, that is obviously located in China. Okay, Tina 1A is the world's fastest supercomputer that is located in China. And there is a difference between supercomputer and a mainframe computer. One major and main difference is it makes all its channels and all its power to executing a single program as fast as possible. But in mainframe computer, parallelly it will execute maximum instructions, maximum programs, multiple programs. What is the difference between supercomputer and mainframe computer? In supercomputer, it is going to execute as fast as possible only one program at a time. But in mainframe computer, at a time, concurrently, parallelly, multiple programs will be executed. That is the main difference between supercomputer and mainframe computer. And high speed facilities for such as satellite for online processing. See, as I told, taking reference of some on satellites and this and that, it is used for calculating and online processing, online shoppings, online data security, such cases. See, one more example, school students, high school students, college students, they are moving from one place to another place. In the same way, they are going to apply for the passes. Those passes must be recorded in bus passes. I am discussing regarding bus passes. Those data must be stored in the memory of the government, KSRTC or government bus facilities. So there, those students' data will be stored. That is also called as big data analysis. Today, that is the big data analysis and concept is applied. Okay. And here one more topic, that is cloud computing. Cloud computing, why? Because regarding cloud computing, reference is also taken over here. Big data analysis and cloud computing are the two emerging technologies of nowadays. Cloud computing in the sense, see, I am having my own Gmail account. I can log in over here. If I am going to shift myself from here to US, there also in Google I can, or in Gmail or wherever, the login ID what I am having, the user ID, the email ID what I am using, through those things I can log in there also. That makes the difference. That gives the data access to me from India also and from US also. It is not going to bother. This is regarding high-speed facilities for satellites, and examples for this are Crane XP, ETA 10, Deep Blue, Thina 1A, and many more are there. And the use of this and weather forecasting. For weather forecasting, they are going to use. So 2-3 days before only we are going to get what weather is coming, whether tsunami is coming or not. There will be in a cold, there will be in a raining, regarding all that we are getting well in advance. That is because of the effect and result of supercomputers. And animated graphics like Hollywood movies, the Avatar, the movies like Avatar, the gaming movies, Terminator. In such movies, they are going to use the help of supercomputers, Bahubali, like that. Fluid dynamic calculations. Fluid dynamic is the movement of flow and gases, fluids and gases. That may be in the space, that may be in some other calculation research facts. So in such cases, calculating those things, these supercomputers they are going to use. In nuclear energy researchers, in nuclear energy also they are going to take the reference of them, and in space science, weapon and missile design and petroleum exploration, to see the petroleum content in the beneath of the earth, in the crust of the earth. They are going to research some of the devices, some of the scanning devices, they are going to make the exploration. This is all regarding the applications and the users and regarding the facts of supercomputer, the vast and it is the fastest supercomputer, biggest, most expensive supercomputer in the world, and this is all regarding supercomputer. So we'll stop it in the next class. Till then, have a nice day. Thank you. Bye bye.